Since the dawn of time, people have always asked me whether the PlayStation Vita was worth it or not. Today we will find out the ups and downs of the PlayStation Vita, to everything it has to offer, to give you my insights, review, and also my input and demonstrations of the PlayStation Vita. We'll find out whether you should buy the PlayStation Vita for Christmas, or you should neglect it and never consider buying it. So sit back, relax, enjoy some of my delicious popcorn. I didn't cook any, but you should have bought your own, and enjoy this video. Let's go. Let's go ahead and venture into everything that the PlayStation Vita has to offer. One of the big differences that you would notice in comparison to the PSP and PS3 is its new interface. It doesn't use a cross-media bar anymore, and in my opinion, it uses a much more crisp, a much more organized user interface to get everything you need. One of the biggest things you want to get very familiar with is the PlayStation Store, where you can find demos, TV shows, games, apps, that sort of thing. And this is the categorized of video, which you could go ahead and buy TV shows, rent movies, that sort of thing, from genres to the latest to networks. Really cool. If you like something, you purchase it, then you can go ahead and play it on your PlayStation Vita Media Replay video app, and obviously watch that. This is the PlayStation Mobile. Obviously, it's similar to iTunes in a way, because it's like some of the inexpensive games, it's pretty much simple mobile games. Some of them are actually free, which is really nice. Not a lot though, because the Vita isn't that popular. If you see, obviously you get screenshots, look around, depending, gives you the description of how the game looks. And if we go back to pretty much what you want, which is the games for the PlayStation Vita. Here you have some of the PlayStation Vita titles categorized, obviously from the bigger titles. You can go ahead and scroll down to see something you may like. For instance, if you click on Batman, you get the description of the game as well as the price and the rating. And now obviously you want to go ahead and know that not all PlayStation Vita games are that cheap. Actually, you'd be better off buying the physical copy in some of these games. And if you rate it, you actually have to buy it from the PlayStation Store. On the right side, we have some of the something you might like, some similarities to that. So it's really nice. Or maybe you want something different besides PS Vita games. Sony has you covered with indie games. Indie games, obviously, as you've seen, Sony's been pushing the boundaries with this. The video doesn't actually load the games on it though, but do know that there's a nice categorizing, category of these games. It also has cross-play game, which is really an interaction between the PlayStation Network game with the Vita and the PlayStation 3 Super Frog HD video. I have a link in the description, where you can use the Vita as a remote control. A cross-buy is if you buy the PlayStation Network game, you get it for the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation Vita for the same price. For right now, it's usually more PS3 and PS Vita oriented though, but with more coming. PlayStation 1 Classics, if you want to play Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, you can do so at $5.99 for most of these games. And with the screen, it kind of enhances some of the graphics, so it's really nice. Hey, PSP games, remember that? Although you can't play PSP games on your PlayStation Vita, the physical copy, what you could do is have to repurchase the digital version of it. So the prices actually do vary. Some of them have not come down in price for such a long time, so you kind of have to look around to see what's going on though. But what's cool with PlayStation Plus, you can actually be able to get some of these games for free, PSP, and which is really, really nice. Also has some demos, so you want to go ahead and try out maybe a game, kind of give it out. There's not too many demos though, which funny enough, I found that there was a $9.99 demo, right? Weird. But really cool. And the last thing is apps. Apps, there's just a small amount of it, like Netflix, YouTube, Facebook. So I'm hoping more apps can come in the future. And that's pretty much the look of PlayStation Store on the PlayStation Vita. Really nice. And just like on the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation Vita has the trophies, where you can go ahead and get trophies from some of the games you've played, either that be online or from the single player. All categorized depending on when you played it. If you click on it, you can actually get even more information on the description of the trophy, when you got it, how you acquired it, that sort of thing. Hey, if you want to go ahead and compare it with your buddies, you can do that. You can go ahead and compare your trophies from your PlayStation Vita by comparing it with your friends list or anyone else on the PlayStation Network. Really fun, keeps everything much more enticing and competitive. You can also check out from what system they played it on, the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, or on the PlayStation Vita, and the percentage completed. So hey, game on people with them trophies. It also has messages, and just like the PlayStation 3, you can go ahead and send messages to some of your recipients on your PlayStation Network friends list. You could do invitations, if you want to invite someone to your party, that sort of thing. They'll be able to receive it through here. This is also where you can go ahead and just send messages, that sort of thing. and send chain later. So obviously you just get an invitation, go ahead and click on it. It redirects you to the party chat, and there you go. Friends list. Everyone loves friends, right? Well, on the PlayStation Vita, they actually made it a little bit better. It's more categorized. Right here, I'm just giving you a demonstration of the friends list. Obviously, you can go ahead and scroll down, check everyone who's online, what system, what trophy level they're on it. Really nice. Obviously, if you click on it, you get more information on that. You can go ahead and search PlayStation Network ID names. You can go ahead and see all the friend requests, and send friend requests is pretty much simple enough. If someone, just go click add, and within seconds, they're added to your friends list, right? Over 2,000 friends lists now on the PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4 using the same PSN ID. So it keeps everything that much more interesting. A feature that the PlayStation 3 lacked and a whole bunch of users wanted is cross-party chat. It's included on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4, and what this is you can go ahead and play a different game that your buddy's playing but still be able to talk and interact. Obviously right here you can go ahead and get invitations, some of your favorites, history, and setting up a party is really simple enough. You can go ahead and name it whatever you want, and you can go ahead and add people either from public or private depending on how you want. People can go ahead and join your parties without necessarily having an invitation. You can have up to 7 people, 8 in total including yourself. As you see right here, you can go ahead and join a party from your friends list, and he just kind of tells you who's on the party. You can go ahead and also interact by sending them a message, that sort of thing. It's really fun, especially when you're playing late at night or something with your friends, playing the same game even. It's really fun. The other cool thing, the PlayStation Vita has 2 cameras, a front and a back. This is a demonstration of me recording, using that feature, recording some video. And the PlayStation Vita's camera isn't top-notch quality. There's a video made with the description, link in the description for that. And it's cool that you have the function to go ahead and record video as well as taking photos on it, and you can go ahead and just extract those and put it on your PC. I'm using calculator to kind of demonstrate the photos. You can go ahead and click R1 to taking photos, makes it even much more quicker without necessarily using the touch. As you see, you can change it to front camera, so you can go ahead and use that for Skyping, that sort of thing. Really cool. Another feature that the new update had is this panoramic view. As you see, I'm here taking photos, and you just take pretty much a photo all around, and you can go ahead and interact moving your PlayStation Vita augmented reality camera. You can zoom in, zoom out, use the touchscreen, and it's a real cool feature. Obviously, it's not a big you must have app, but the fact that it just kind of showcases what the PlayStation Vita is capable of and what publishers should do. And like every other device out there, the PlayStation Vita also has its own web browser. The web browser is simple enough, not too technical. You can go ahead and browse things like Facebook, the PlayStation blog, Destructoid, simple websites. It doesn't necessarily go into more depth than maybe your laptop or computer though. And you go ahead and obviously copy some save images like the PSP. It's a little bit better than the PSP's inner browser. It's really good. You can go ahead and use the touchpad to scroll down. I like it. It's good. And before we get to the games that I'm pretty sure that's why you buy a PlayStation Vita for, is you can go ahead and customize the user interface by adding a specific color for that. As you see right here, you can add up to 10 slides, and with each slide has 10 apps that it could actually contain. And also, if you want to get even more nitty gritty, what you can also do is within one of the apps, go ahead and create a folder just like on the iPhone or the iPod Touch. Name the folder whatever you want, and then within that folder add up to more 10 apps. So there you go. You can get even more customizable. You can go ahead and customize the apps that you want on that, where you want it to go, name it whatever. So much more quickly accessible, and makes everything much more nice to your look and to your feel to it. And if you've never seen the PlayStation Vita case up close, this is it. Obviously, if you turn to the background, it gives you some screenshots, also some functions that the PlayStation Vita and the game have both to offer. Get the game. There's no manual to some of these PlayStation Vita games whatsoever. Get it out. It's not a game disc. It's actually more like a cartridge. As you see how small it is. Similar resembles to a 3DS cartridge. It holds up a significant amount of memory, so playing games in high definition is always fun. Games like Killzone, we'll see how that works on the PlayStation. Before officially loading up the game, you get some icons. As you see in the top left, that one is for if there's any updates with the game. Next to that is an internet search, the manual, the refresh, and then if there's any connections with PlayStation Plus, that sort of thing. And if you scroll down, you get maybe some activity going on, someone's commenting, who's playing, what game, and just like all the other social media stuff out there. You can go ahead and give a like, right? Want to go ahead and comment on someone's activity, that sort of thing. It's possible now. Pretty nice if you're into that sort of thing. one of the biggest advantages that the PlayStation Vita has to offer that no handheld in the market to date has is just how powerful the system is. This system is really powerful. It's even been compared to be as powerful as maybe the PS3 early stages, just to give you an idea how powerful it is. With the beautiful OLED that it has to offer, that even this video doesn't do justice to go ahead and give you a demonstration of the graphics. It looks amazing. Games like Killzone Mercenary again run really nice, and with the added analog stick makes games like Killzone Mercenary or any other first-person shooters just run amazing. Makes the experience even that more interesting and much more fun. With the added functions of features like touchscreen and the touchpad, it gives a different aspect to it and makes games again like Killzone Mercenary even that much more fun. The online and multiplayer aspects of some of the other games is fun. It makes everything much more, as you see right here, just using it, the touch, everything about it is just great. Now I want to go ahead and talk a little bit more about these features like the touchpad, like the touchscreen, and like the augmented reality that the PlayStation Vita is capable of producing. A game like Little Deviants does a great job at demonstrating some of these features that the PlayStation Vita is capable of, like the touchpad. In this demonstration, as you see, I'm using the touchpad to go ahead and move around the landscape by using the Little Deviant or whatever the hell his name is to move him around to the place that I want him to. It makes the game a little bit fun. Not many games actually utilize the touchpad all that much, though, but it's a gimmick, but it's definitely a fun one at it. Maybe games like Little Big Planet and T-Ray also utilize it for maybe just miniature games and that sort of thing. So it offers a different experience that not other handhelds have to offer. Going back with the augmented reality feature that the PlayStation Vita is capable of is by using the back camera on the Vita itself. Games like Little Deviants, Mortal Kombat, or Virtua Fighter use this where you can go ahead and fight on maybe the landscape and using the camera to do so. Really fun. You know, those games that actually do have this incorporated do an amazing job at it. And it's a gimmick. It's not necessarily a must-have thing though, but it just gives you a demonstration of just how powerful the Vita is and what many of these developers, in my opinion, have to actually incorporate to make the PlayStation Vita that much more interesting and fun. And if you are lucky enough to have a PlayStation 4, you can go ahead and connect the PlayStation Vita to your PlayStation 4 via remote play. The features and the big seller point to this is you can go ahead and play PlayStation 4 games onto your PlayStation Vita. Games like Killzone Shadowfall, games like Call of Duty Ghosts or Battlefield 4 can be played on your PlayStation 4 via remote play. You can go ahead and play multiplayer, single player, which that means that the TV that's hooked up to your PlayStation 4 can be used to pretty much anything else you want. So obviously it's just more of a nice feature to it. It's not a must-have. That's really cool that you go ahead and do that. It's not 100% perfect. If you've seen some of my videos, I talk about the features on it, link in the description though. It just demonstrates how the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita work together. The PS3 also has this feature, but it's not as powerful. It's not as exciting as the PS4 and the Vita. You can even use the PlayStation Vita as a secondary controller in some of these games. Super Frog HD, there's a video that I did that with that demonstration. You can use that as a secondary screen as well, which is really cool, adds a different addition feature to it. So, which means that hopefully games in the future would actually utilize both the PlayStation 4 and the Vita, and with cross-buy, it just makes the Vita even that much more interesting and fun. So to answer the question previously asked, is the PlayStation Vita worth it? Yes or no? Well, I demonstrated all the PlayStation Vita features, everything it has to offer, my insight on that. The Vita does have an enormous category of games, from Golden Abyss to Gravity Rush to Mortal Kombat, Unit 13, Persona 4, Soul Sacrifice, Killzone Mercenary. The list goes on and on, with added bonuses like PlayStation Network games, and with the cross-buy thing where you can buy the PlayStation 3 and get the Vita version for free. It just adds much more an attractive and incentive to buy a Vita. I do feel that the PlayStation Vita is headed at the right direction. It is not dead whatsoever, as many websites like to claim. It has a lot of beautiful games. It runs perfectly. The added analog stick just gives it that much more of an amazing feel to it. The touchscreen and the touchpad are added bonuses. And everything, I mean, the screen, I do feel it's much more powerful than maybe the 3DS or maybe the iPod Touch. And to me, if you were thinking about buying the iPod Touch or the PlayStation Vita, the Vita wins without a doubt in my mind. So yes, the PlayStation Vita in my eyes is totally worth it. When it came out, it was at $250, came down in price to $200. And with Black Friday and other holiday deals going around, There's obviously, I'm pretty sure you can get the PlayStation Vita for an even cheaper price at around 150, 160, 170. And with the interaction that it has with the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation Vita, without a doubt in my mind, is totally worth it, and it's headed to the right direction. Games that just came out like Tearaway, it's an amazing, different experience that you just won't get anywhere else, in my opinion. So, if you're thinking about buying a Vita, buy it. It's a great system. I enjoy it. I love it. You don't have to travel to play the PlayStation Vita. You can go ahead and sit down in your own house, in your own living room, and enjoy playing the PlayStation Vita. So this is PlayStation Fever signing off. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Check out my other videos with commentaries, reviews, unboxings, that sort of, all that fun stuff that you guys enjoy. Make sure to check out all that other stuff. Tell your friends. And I'll be closing the video right now.